Yeah, and I want to talk about when we make decisions and how those decisions that are being made. Think of a train on a train track, okay? So think of the decision as a train. And when that train moves on the track, that decision in that moment is being processed. So there is an actual doing within that moment in relation to the decision. There's a doing. So the train on a train track normally, okay, in my city you have a train where it can either go forward or it can go backwards, okay? Decisions that we make, we have that ability to change decisions, okay? We have that ability to change decisions. But the thing is, what we don't realize sometimes is how the things we participate in that becomes something that is based on a must, meaning that I must do this or this will happen. When decisions are based on a condition, that's when we have to assess, okay, is the decision based on the condition because of the physical environment? Is it something that I self-honestly cannot change and cannot decide to make a decision that can change the situation or that can profit the situation? Or is this condition based on something in my mind where I believe that if I change the decision it will diminish me? Because not realizing that in decision making, when there's a condition that we cannot change, and when that change is being done from the perspective of the mind, within a belief that it can't be changed because of the conditions that are already set to it, that is when we diminish ourselves. Not if we change that condition, because when we change that condition, we are accessing a potential. We're accessing a potential that we can change that decision to something that can profit or benefit us as human beings in relation to the particular circumstance or experience. So a lot of times, if not all the time, really, virtually all the time, when we produce a reaction to a particular situation, a reaction meaning that when we react to a situation, it is based on a condition that we have set within ourselves in a previous circumstance, and is using that condition to reinforce our diminishment to the present moment. So that that experience can show us, if we only accept and allow ourselves to acknowledge our situation and acknowledge our position in relation to the moment, we can in fact bring ourselves out of that diminishment into empowerment. And why I say this is because, I realize that when I let go of some things, I'm not talking about friends and family, I'm talking about certain relationships in my mind that I patterned within myself, the things that I patterned in my mind, You know, the more and more that I participate in the particular pattern, because the pattern is virtually always a reaction to my environment, a reaction to a situation, you know. So then once I drop the pattern, once I release myself from the pattern, what happens a lot of times is that what is left is the condition. And it is that condition where that has become so influential in my life that I believe that, okay, I have to participate in this particular reaction to this particular environment or to this particular person. I have to react emotionally. I have to react, because if I don't, then the moment won't be fulfilled. And so that is showing us how deep, how much we have within ourselves diminished ourselves to conditions. What is the condition? It is the pattern. It is the code. It is the microchip. What is the microchip? It is a set of rules that we use to give us a particular way of expressing ourselves or way of doing things, you know. But it's not a self-expression. It is expression based on a condition. Therefore, it is an expression of a diminishment. It is an expression of a limitation. So then, thus, once we release ourselves from a particular emotion or from a particular pattern or reaction that we are reacting to, that we are projecting onto the physical circumstance, once we release that, then we have to look at the condition, because it is the condition where we have to untie ourselves from. Untie the knot. And when we untie the knot, the question is, who will we be once we untie the knot, you know, of a condition that we believe we are in relation to a particular situation or circumstance, you know, that is producing reactive moments where we go into emotional reactions to and towards something or someone, believing that we are in that moment expressing ourselves when we are really not, but we are diminishing ourselves. Thank you.